guys, so we are now at WOW Summit in Lisbon, Portugal, and here with Joanna Tutova, co-founder of Coins Telegram Media Group, and our guest, Dr. Marwan Alzarouni, who is CEO of Dubai Blockchain Center, and as well he's CEO of Accelliance, Consultancy and Blockchain for the development of Fourth Industrial Revolution, and he as well works with World Economic Forum. Great to have you here, Dr. Marwan.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me, and thanks for this interview, Anna.
Yeah, so can you tell our audience how did you get into crypto blockchain? When did you first discover it?
So I started early in 2012.
Wow.
I was in a conference, and somebody was talking about Bitcoin and how it was used for illicit activities, something called Silk Road, and just sparked my curiosity. And the first thing I did was mining back in 2012, but then I actually studied a lot more about Bitcoin, and then after that smart contracts with Ethereum, and on and on and on, and the rest, as they say, is the history.
And did you see the immediate moment, the big future for Bitcoin and crypto, or was it more experimental for you?
For me, I actually learned about the Bitcoin paper a year before that, in 2011, but I didn't think it's going to be big. But in 2012, when I saw criminals were using it, I was like, wow, this is actually has been done. And when I was doing my PhD, I was doing it in mobile phone forensics, and mobile phones were first used by criminals as well. And mobile phones became mainstream, so I thought Bitcoin is going to be mainstream, and I thought it should be a good idea to jump in first and take the first user advantage.
And were you in UAE at that time or somewhere abroad?
In the UAE, actually, in Dubai, and this is what was very interesting. I had to learn everything by myself, do all the research by myself, and it took me about a month and a half to learn about blockchain and start actually mining Bitcoin using ASIC machines in a month and a half.
And did you sell at some point your Bitcoin, or did you keep it?
A lot of my Bitcoins I still have, the ones I mined, but I sold a little bit of them to buy into other cryptocurrencies during the ICO age in 2017. I invested in more than 70 projects, directly and indirectly, mostly private pre-sales through syndicates or, as I mentioned, directly.
And can you tell us more about your activities at Dubai Blockchain Center? Why did you start it, or was it started by other people and you?
So one of the things that in 2017 people asked me to do classes, because I've been in the space by that time for 5 years, and people started to ask me, can you do actual classes? We actually willing to pay for it. And I started doing classes first in the Dubai Police Academy or Officers Club, and then after that Dubai Economy Academy, Dubai Entrepreneurship Academy it's called. And then after that I was asked to do classes in the Dubai Future Academy, and then from there we started the Dubai Blockchain Center in May 2018, and the rest, like they say, is history.
Yeah, this is great. And can you tell as well about starting Accelliance?
So Accelliance was also by demand. A lot of government departments that came to the Dubai government, Dubai Blockchain Center, wanted a more hands-on kind of deployments, and they wanted more project management of blockchain projects in their government entities. And we started Accelliance as a consultancy for those government departments and big private sectors that wanted to adopt blockchain technology. And one of our clients, for example, was the World Economic Forum. Another one is the C4IR and the Dubai Future Foundation. And all of them were research oriented. So a lot of the work that we do is around research of blockchain technology and adoption of things like tokenization and cryptocurrencies as well.
Yeah, this is quite interesting. And as well, you're based in Dubai, so can you tell about crypto ecosystem in the UAE, and how do you see the current developments in both terms of regulations? What types of projects are there? What innovations are happening in the UAE?
The latest thing for Dubai, I have a new role now in Dubai, which is the Dubai Digital Authority's a strategic advisor on things like Web3 and Metaverse. And these are the two areas that right now we are focusing as Dubai in general, and especially digital Dubai. We want to create an ecosystem where we have the developers as well as the big tech companies that are coming into this kind of space, that do not understand how to navigate it, that need the actual developers, that need hand-holding also from the government, need proper regulation, not necessarily for Metaverse and Web3, but more around the cryptocurrency aspect. And that's what we're providing. We try to bridge the gap between the regulators slash the technology providers, as well as the use cases creation, use cases testing, providing good, sandboxes and test vehicles and pilots for both the government departments as well as big tech to really create projects that are used in the real world rather than hypothesized or used not that often just because of the fact that you want to use the technology. So for us, use cases that are on the ground, that are doable very quickly with the right partners is what we aim for.
And you mentioned Metaverse. UAE quite betting big on Metaverse, and they invest in millions of dollars, and there is government strategy on Metaverse. Can you tell more about this?
Yes, sure. I play a huge role in that as well. The Metaverse right now is a priority for us, and focus is on actually two things. The gamification part and gaming part is one thing, and then the other one is on tourism and putting Dubai as the center for the world of Metaverse gaming and the center of the world for Metaverse kind of tourism projects. So anything around the landmarks of Dubai, tourism in Dubai, the Dubai experience. A lot of people don't come to Dubai and want to come to Dubai, but cannot afford it. So we provide a gateway for them to experience some of the value of Dubai and the experiences that are in Dubai before they jump in. I was told yesterday by a person here in Portugal that they'd never been to Dubai, and then the first building they entered in Dubai, they were wowed by how the building looks like from the inside. The second building, the same thing. They were like completely blown away, but only how the buildings are designed from the outside versus the inside in Dubai versus other places in the world. So that kind of experience we can actually show to the people that have never been to Dubai, how the architecture in Dubai is built, how the different theme parks, how the different experiences, the hotels, the malls and all the stuff. We can showcase that to people using VR technology, using Metaverse, using gamification as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And there are different zones in UAE, so can you tell more about some differences and where is best for project which comes to the UAE to be regulated to register?
I think that you are spoiled for choice when you come to the UAE, when it comes to which jurisdiction you should base your project in. We have DMCC and Dubai, we have ADGM in Abu Dhabi, we have VARA, which is the newly established Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority in Dubai, that's very forward-looking. We have also DIFC. If you have a crypto fintech project, DIFC would be the best. If you have a tokenization project, that would be the best for you as well. But most of the people will either go for VARA, DMCC, or ADGM in Abu Dhabi. Some people also choose Dubai Silicon Oasis. And the best advice I can give to people is to come to Dubai, meet the regulators, see which jurisdiction, the ecosystem you like, not only the regulation, but you remember you have to base your company there and understand your daily commute, understand the mentality and the ecosystem that you're living within, the mentality of the regulators and the vision for the regulator for the future as well. If you agree with them on most of the things, that's the jurisdiction you should go for.
And we are now in Portugal. How do you see the crypto developments here, and do you plan to make any partnerships between the governments of UAE and Portugal? Have you did you talk with any government representatives here?
Yeah, so I met the blockchain association here of Portugal. I met a number of other people as well here in Portugal that are working on projects in Lisbon here and in other parts of Europe that do not usually come to Dubai. Like for example, a lot of Italian projects don't come to Dubai. They've never been to Dubai, so they don't understand the ecosystem there. So it's good to meet here in Lisbon, and it's good to see some projects that are based out of Europe that are targeting Dubai as well. I met with a number of smart contract security companies that have been targeting Europe predominantly, but I think they know actually that Dubai is the next frontier for them, and a lot of them will be actually targeting Dubai and the UAE, either for the regional headquarters or actually moving completely to Dubai, or even having customers that are based out of Dubai. So either case, we all win.
Yeah, expansion is necessary. And how do you see the development of industry in 5 years?
Look, nobody can predict that far. I can tell you,
True.
in 3 years we can do a lot, actually. We've seen the energy here in Portugal is amazing. The WOW Summit, of course, is very intimate, very good connections of people here within the WOW Summit, but also things like Web3 and the Solana event that's happening in Lisbon. All these together actually create a really nice vibe and really nice energy and really nice collision space for people to meet. With people we haven't even planned to meet. A lot of people that I ran into and saw the project, they were mind-blowing, more than the people that I was actually planning to meet here. So it's all through collision and shoulder rubbing against other developers and founders that you learn more. I learned more about Near, for example, here than I ever did in Dubai. And you meet and jump into different kind of events and meetups and learn more about the actual people rather than the technical white papers that you read.
And how do you see the state of current crypto market, and do you actively invest into any altcoins? So maybe you can share some of your investments.
Sure. Look, I don't give any advice on what to invest in, but what I've seen here so far is there are some ecosystems in some of the cryptocurrencies here that are very, very user-based, community-based, and this is extremely important. And I love projects that are community-based. There's a lot of projects that come and go, and a lot of projects that are hyped dramatically, but I think the ones that will stay here, like you mentioned, where you see it in 5 years, are the ones that have the really good communities and community backing, especially with the DAO kind of setup, will succeed and thrive. DAO is very robust kind of project architecture, and I think it's perfectly suited for blockchain projects. It is a blockchain kind of project, first of all. So I think those are the ones that are going to thrive. The ones that are foundation-based or totally centralized, they have a less chance of success, less chance of sustainability.
Thanks for sharing your expertise and views with us. Thank you for the interview.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.